massive breaking news.
Yeah.
For real?
Yes.
Yeah.
What just happened?
According to Matt Zenitz
No way.
of CBS Sports, Colorado is targeting Sacramento State coach Brennan Marion to be
Lord
its
Jesus.
new
Let's
offensive
go.
coordinator.
Oh my Lord Jesus.
Targeting.
Yeah.
The
So-
go.
This is
Let's go.
this would be sick.
Yes.
This would be
be it.
very, very sick. This is literally a name that I have been saying on this podcast for like 4 or 5 years. Going back to the cycle in which Colorado hired Mike Sanford
Yeah.
as their offensive coordinator. Shout out to Coach Sanford. I was pushing for Brennan Marion. I absolutely love his offense. He is known for essentially an offense that he created called the Go-Go offense, which he made famous at Pitt with, I think this was with Jordan Addison back before he transferred to USC, but has been at a few different stops since, including UNLV, and now is a head coach,
Yeah.
which is the interesting part of this. But that would be a very, very, very exciting hire, in my opinion. Brennan Marion literally does all of the things that I have been pounding my head against the wall,
Yep.
asking for Colorado to do over the last couple of years. So, yeah, this is legitimately maybe my favorite possible option for this job. But you're going to have to pull him away from head coaching job that
He just got
last year.
Yep.
just finished his first year.
Yeah, was named the head coach not even a year ago at Sac State. They ended up going 7-5 this last year, 5-3 in conference, 4th in the Big Sky. But yeah, you mentioned it. When he was at Pitt, that's when Jordan Addison won the Biletnikoff. He was also passing game coordinator and wide receivers coach at Texas. And Texas obviously has a great pedigree under Sark of having these guys come out, wide receiver wise. He was at UNLV for a couple years before. UNLV was on fire. That's where Jordan Mayava, is that his name?
Mm-hmm.
The USC quarterback was.
Well, and that guy, remember the guy who transferred because they didn't pay up on their NIL?
Oh,
Sluga
yeah,
or something?
Sluka, Matt Sluka or
Sluka,
whatever.
yeah.
Yep.
Sluka Doncic.
Yeah, man.
UNLV, when Marion was there, they ranked 14 in the FBS with a school record 36.2 points per game. And Marion is a former receiver, but they averaged 251 rushing yards per game, which was the most in the school in over 45 years. And obviously he was a finalist for Offensive Coordinator of the Year that year as well. Like, creativity, it sounds like a calling card of his, which is something that obviously Coach Prime has talked about, particularly on first down, what he needs from his offense, from his offensive play caller as well. This would be massive, man, to get not only a head coach as an offensive coordinator, but somebody who really checks a lot of the boxes, a younger guy as well, who we've talked about, somebody who can
very
relate
much
to these guys.
a fit, I think.
Very, very
Bro,
much a fit.
He's been coaching college football since 2015. He's 38 years old. You want someone who has recruiting connections that can relate to kids?
Yeah.
This is exactly the guy that you're looking for.
Done the Southern California thing. He's
Yep.
done Texas. Obviously
Pitt.
Nevada. Here's the one thing is, and I think this is what could be really interesting about this match. I actually had a conversation about Brennan Marion with someone very closely involved in college football just this week. And one of the things that kind of is, I guess, a knock is people think his offense is too gimmicky. And so that's why he's had a hard time getting bigger jobs.
Yeah.
And I think one of the reasons why he went to Sacramento State was like, hey, I'm going to do my thing and show it, and that'll help me get bigger jobs. But Coach Prime also is very much a fan of pro-style approach to things.
Yeah.
And so I almost wonder if there's a marriage that exists there between the pure innovation of Brennan Marion and the pro-style stuff that would help elevate both.
Definitely.
And, especially when it comes to like working with a quarterback like Julian Lewis,
Yes.
who certainly has pro dreams and aspirations, can you find this great marriage of, hey, we have all of this innovation that schemes us open and allows us to have a incredibly explosive offense.
Yeah.
But also we have this pro style element that allows Julian Lewis and whoever else is going to play in this offense to show off their ability to make reads and things of that nature.
For sure. First off, Minister Philly, that's already happened. That's exactly what Sean Lewis did. And second, we should probably take a break, and then we can touch on a lot more to talk about with this. Shout out to our friends over at Dick's Sporting Goods. Again, it's the holiday season. Go get the sports fan in your life something that they will not only love, but use almost every day. I mean, Dick's is the best for going for the hottest apparel and footwear. Top brands like Nike, Adidas Originals, FP Movement, VRST, Calia, DMVR, and many, many more. I mean, they got DMVR gear there, man. If you're at Colorado Dick's Sporting Goods, make sure you check them out. You're going to have a bunch of DMVR options and many, many more. Also, for the off season, I mean, football's in off season. All those summer, fall sports are kind of winding down. No better way to get prepared for next year than going ahead of time, and that's with our friends over at Dick's Sporting Goods, whether it's baseball, football, soccer, basketball, golf, all your tailgating essentials, and much, much more. Also, if you found a lower price, they'll match it with their best price guarantee as well. Get your gear fast with free curbside pickup at your nearest store or easy shipping from Dicks.com, because every season starts at Dick's.
Shout out to Dick's Sporting Goods, and shout out to the squad, our good friends over at Bet365. We are in the peak of American sports season, man. Football's in full swing, basketball, NHL, all of it. And there's not a better place to get in on the action with our friends over at Bet365, because it's never ordinary at Bet365. See for yourself with Bet365's Thursday night touchdown offer. We got the Cowboys and the Lions squaring off tonight for Thursday Night Football. Place qualifying parlay bets totaling $20 or more on tonight's game and get bonus bets for every touchdown. Terms and conditions apply. Download the app. Use that code DNVR365 when you sign up. Whatever the moment, it's never ordinary at Bet365.
All right, yes. Let's get back to the Brennan Marion discussion here.
Again, just for anyone who's just catching up or just tuning in now, Matt Zenitz of CBS reporting that Colorado is targeting Brennan Marion. So nothing official. Obviously, this is just a report, but something that I believe would be damn near as good of a hire as you could possibly make at this position when it comes to trying to revitalize and revamp this offense into the 21st century.
For sure. You talk about, maybe he's...
Oh,
what?
we just got some more breaking news. According to Sean Cunningham out there in Sacramento, Brennan Marion has informed his staff that he is leaving Sacramento State to go to Colorado.
Wow, let's go. Let's go.
Please.
That's big
Wow.
time. So you mentioned, being concerned that maybe it might be too gimmicky, though. But where this guy is coached and, obviously given a chance to be a head coach, and now he's coming up to Colorado clearly to try and get another head coaching job in the near future, Power 4 or higher, you learn from those experiences. And I think that, being with Sark and all this stuff, that's great stuff. Like, you want guys who've been around some of those offensive minds. Like, I don't think this is a guy who's going to be too, prideful that he's made this offense to, not adjust it and get better with age too. Like, it was a very unique thing, and it's different, obviously, running it in the Mountain West than it would be running it in the Big 12 or anywhere else. But you can always, have those aspects of it while keeping it traditional in some sorts. I think he could probably do that too.
I mean, yeah. Like, I cannot wait for the film and stuff that we can go through to explain how good this is. Like I said, it's everything that I didn't like about what we were doing on offense is what Brennan Marion does.
Yeah.
It's so much. There's so many times where I turn on a college football game and I see players who are wide open, and I think, wow, we literally just never get that. And last year, especially watching, and the year before watching UNLV, it's just so apparent the amount of work and detail that Brennan Marion puts into creating big plays.
Yes.
In the end, great offense comes from creating big plays. And this guy is so good at doing that for his football team. And it's all these different looks. It's it's such a unique offense, and it has so many different looks that it's almost similar to going up against a triple option team, where it's just like you have to spend so much extra time as a defense reading new keys, learning new things that can go out there and kind of like confuse your defense.
Right.
That it's fantastic. So I really do think there's a opportunity here to use all of that. A guy who is already shown to be an elite play designer and play caller, and bring in kind of, that type of more traditional approach, marry those things and create a potentially unstoppable offense.
Yes. So for those who aren't familiar, what the go-go offense essentially is two running backs in the backfield, but on the same side of the quarterback. So, you have the split backs look, right, where you have the quarterback, running backs on either side. Both of them are on one side. And just what he's been able to do with the quarterback run game, the triple option game, kind of out of that formation has really, in the Mountain West, it really stressed defenses at UNLV. I mean, to tell the truth, I haven't watched much Sac State at all, if any, this last year. So that's going to be, and he was the head coach there, right? So you would presume, like what I talked about him learning about those experiences at his other stops and really integrating that into a full offense as opposed to being, a gimmicky offense, as some would say. We'll have to go back and look at that. But that's essentially what the go-go offense is. It's like a triple option spread, if I had to, define it any other way, I guess.
Right. And again, if you're coming here to run that with Julian Lewis, you're probably going to Julian can run. So you're going to use that. But you're still going to probably move it more towards passing.
Yes.
And so, again, that's where that marriage comes in there. But it's more than just the two running backs to one side. That's definitely part of it. But there's just so much innovation when it comes to route concepts, things you can do out of that backfield if you are to go that way, versions of the pistol that he incorporates. This is this is like just a dream come true. I literally, when they were hiring Pat Shurmur, I said they should hire Brennan Marion.
For sure. This is fire, man. He checks a lot of boxes, man. And I'm looking at this as well. Like back in UNLV a couple years ago, they were 6th in the FBS in third down conversion, 49%, 8th in red zone offense, 22nd in scoring, over 34 points a game. Like you mentioned, RK, he's not only designing it, he's calling it the right way. And he's an elite play caller and play designer. And I just think more than anything, he's just a fit, bro. Like he's a fit for what is building in this locker room with these young guys. He is a younger guy himself, but he's seen and done a lot, man. I'm just looking at some of these players that he's coached who have nothing but good things to say about him. Xavier Worthy, right? Kenny Pickett, Jordan Whittington, Maurice Jones-Drew, Gus Malzahn, called him a rising star in our profession. This is somebody who has honestly been around a lot for such a young guy and really been successful in a lot of different ways wherever he's been. And this would be awesome, bro. Because again, he's coming in and people were mentioning in the chat, like, would be able to bring his staff with him. If somebody's a head coach somewhere, I think that would probably be the guy who is going to be able to bring a couple of guys along with him to Colorado as well. So that's awesome.
More changes are coming too to this coaching staff. Like this is not like the only thing that's going to happen. And when you hire a coordinator, when they hired Sean Lewis, he brought in Bill O'Brien, his offensive line coach from Kent State as well, right? A lot of times they like to bring guys with them, and I think could be why why a lot of people are, I guess, frustrated at the lack of changes to this point. But I mean, if you secure Brennan Marion, like you kind of open the floodgates potentially, right? Like that's why, again, be a little patient. I mean, you still have Coach Prime as your head coach. Like there's not many other programs who would have been able to even think about pulling this off, let alone pull him, another coordinator, away from a head coaching job to come be your coordinator.
Hey, check it out, bro. Brennan Marion, obviously, like I said, he played receiver during his playing days. He's been a receivers coach. He's been a running backs coach. He's been an offensive coordinator. He's been a quarterbacks coach. He's been a passing game coordinator, and obviously a head coach. Like, he has done just about everything.
At 39?
At 39 years old.
38, yeah.
That is, that's impressive, man. And I just hope these rumors are true, bro, because that would be a home run, slam, dunk hire.
I'm so sad we didn't do the tier list because he would have been number one S tier for me.
Sure.
For real.
God, what a move if it comes true, if it all comes to fruition. It's so funny that just earlier in this show I was complaining about the inability to scheme up a run play.
Yeah.
Over and over again, that's what he was doing. And then who was that wide receiver they had? Ricky
White.
Yeah.
Ricky White. Getting him the ball in all sorts of different ways. And then they had two really good running backs who were putting up numbers last year.
Could we get Todd on the show to talk about this? Sac State alum, has connections to that organization.
Matt Zenas just
college?
tweeted, Colorado is in fact expected to hire Sac State head coach Brennan Marion as its new offensive coordinator. There you go.
Let's go.
Damn.
Oh, that moved quick.
Let the good news cycle begin.
Should I produce the show more often?
Yeah.
Oh, man. Wow. That is so fire, man.
That's awesome. Well, now I know what I'm doing the rest of the day, pretty much.